Okay, we're ready to rock and roll. Thank you guys. Welcome to this presentation tonight. My name is Brandon Cunningham. Just so that we get to know each other just a little bit, so that we're not total strangers. I'm 46 years old, married for 25 years, 2 kids, live in Florida, and I'm just a normal guy. Got out of school, really didn't want to take that path down the college road. I just was ready to get into in the free enterprise world, right? As an entrepreneur, did that at a young age. I bought my first business in my early 20s and began doing those type things. And I'm here basically to share with you guys just two sides of this story. There is a massive, massive health story that you must know about. And I don't know if it's equally or more so impressive a business opportunity. I guess it just depends on where you are currently right now and what's most important to you, because you could probably debate back and forth. What's more important, time or money? You need both to accomplish things. If you want to help people, you need time and you need money. And so I'm really excited you guys are here, and I will respect your time. I know you're very busy. But I want to thank you for taking the time to be here. I know whoever got you on this was very anxious for you to take a look at it. And I hope you've already got a little bit of information. If this is your first touch, it might be a lot of information. I hope I can take maybe the few minutes of information you've already gotten and elaborate a little bit more. It probably will make more sense that way. But nevertheless, let's dive into this. Today, you made some decisions today for your health. And I don't know what they were. Maybe it was a little, maybe it was a lot. Maybe you went and worked out today, got your cardiovascular system going. Maybe you lifted some weights. Maybe you didn't eat all the foods or drink the things you wanted to drink or eat today. Maybe at Starbucks, you kind of didn't do the extra pumps, or maybe you didn't put the whipped cream, or maybe at lunch you didn't get the fried food, you got the grilled food, or maybe you ate salad. Maybe you're on a keto diet. Maybe you're gluten-free. It's just crazy today. Like just a few decades ago, I mean, maybe cholesterol was coming into the conversations, but there were no conversations like we're having today. And at a minimum, guys, if you didn't do any of that, you took care of your health. Like you brushed your teeth. Like, why'd you do that? Why did you decide to eat different things? Or why did you read some labels today? It was all because you're trying to control an outcome of, well, if you're brushing your teeth, maybe it's your breath, but more importantly, the health of your teeth, right? If you don't brush your teeth, you're not going to have teeth very long. And so that's probably goes without saying, but nevertheless, it probably makes the point that every one of us do something every day to control our health to some degree. Some take it to extremes. Some people are growing their own food. They've gone vegan. And that's cool. Maybe drinking special water. But the question is why? Like, why are we doing that? And the answer is the food that we eat today is not even close to the type food that we had available to us just a few decades ago. And our lifestyles are not even close today. And that's kind of the other side of this conversation. But between the actual nutrition, the density of the nutrition in the food that we have today is just different. An apple or a banana that you eat today is not at all like the apple or banana that your grandfather and grandmother ate. It's just not. If you were able to test the nutritional density, you would be surprised. And then on top of that, some of the fruit that we have today is not the same. Some of the stuff that you get in these big wholesale retail stores, or big retail stores, I should say, are just mass produced with tons of preservatives and chemicals. And that apple versus the apple that was grown organically on someone's farm, their lifespans are different. It's just How do you get a hold of that? And can you afford that, right? So number one, the food that we eat today is just different. And then our environment. We're using cell phones all the time. We're on the run. And honestly, back in the 60s and the 70s, there was a major shift in what goes on in a family. And I'm not going to dive in too deep into that conversation. We just know now there's a lot more people with dual incomes where both people that are responsible. It used to be just one person was responsible to bring home the money. Now multiple people are responsible. And what does that mean for the family? Well, it means less time. It means that there's probably not fresh cooked meals every night. People are buying fast food and restaurant prepared meals, and it's had a definite impact on our health. And that's why we see people now stepping back and going, wow, I need to take a look at what's going on because I'm rapidly not able to do some of the things I used to do. Listen, guys, I'm 46. I definitely feel the difference between 46 and 26. I take good care of myself the best that I can. I work out. I'm not on any prescription drugs, but listen, my eyes aren't the same. Like I'm pushing the menu away, right? That's changed for me. I'm not able to, because of some injuries, I've not recovered quickly from some of those. And so the list goes on, but maybe for you or others, it's a little bit more serious than that. Maybe it's not just, your appearance or your eyes. Maybe it goes to the extent that you're taking some prescription drugs now to deal with serious ailments, maybe pain medications. And so all of that to say, we have a solution. The problem in aging is something called oxidative stress. You may not have heard that before. It's a process that goes on in every living thing. It's the byproduct of fuel like food and oxygen. You need both food and oxygen to live. The byproduct is free radicals, which it built up is called oxidative stress. And at a young age, your body has these enzymes and a way to take care of it. But after 20, your body doesn't produce those enzymes anymore. And thus the aging process gets into effect. And over time, that damage accumulates, that rust accumulates, and it then turns to some serious, it goes from your eyes being blurry to maybe some serious health concerns. And just a few short years ago, there was no solution. But there is now. There is a solution. There is a way to control oxidative stress to some degree so that you can have the best possible health today. And it's a very simple process. It's not a complicated diet. It's not any of that. And so I'm excited to deliver this information to you tonight, as well as the company that has delivered this to us. And the model of distribution that they've chosen is phenomenal and exciting. But I'm here to tell you guys, we are so happy that you've joined us so that we can share this information. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to jump right into this. So bear with me just a few minutes while I share my screen and make a few clicks so the sound works the way it's supposed to work. And we should be good here real soon. Let's see. All right. So let's talk about this biohacking. But before we get into that, let's talk about some things real quickly that have come into our lives in the last few years. Think about it. I don't think many of you used an Uber 9-10 years ago. I just don't think you did, but you probably have in the last year. And all of that made possible from smartphones and an app. Facebook, maybe some of you were on 10 years ago. I got on 8 or 9 years ago. But there were only about 120 million users 10 years ago. Now there's 2 billion. Airbnb, maybe you've used that. Amazon, 10 years ago, I wasn't using Amazon. Maybe you were using Amazon, but not the way you're using it today. Today, you probably got packages from Amazon today or last week, and that was not the case just a few short years ago. Why am I saying this? Things change. Technology changed. There's inventions, and Uber's made transportation better, more convenient. Facebook, like it, hate it, it's made communicating to the outside world more dynamic. You can, with the push of a button, communicate with thousands of people at one time. Not possible before. Airbnb, I mean, it's amazing, that story. Or Amazon. Amazon's just is insane, right? I'm like, it continues to blow me away with what is on Amazon and the convenience of it. And just a few short years ago, these things weren't part of our life. And that's what leads to this, guys, nutrigenomics. You've probably not heard about it. Just like Facebook, Uber, Airbnb, and Amazon just 10 years ago, you hadn't heard about nutrigenomics, but you will start to hear about nutrigenomics, guys. It's a way of you, through nutrition, affecting your genetics, your gene code. You know, in my family, cancer runs through my family. Everybody on my dad's side of on my side of the family suffers from cancer. I've already had my own bout with cancer. And so I know that I need to keep a close eye on that. And we know now that we can have a positive effect on how soon or how late we have to deal with those issues. And maybe in your family, it's diabetes, high blood pressure. It goes on and on and on. But we know now for a fact that you can slow down that process through nutrition. Natural compounds occurring in food. And guys, the Today Show has already highlighted this. Fox News, it's going to be an enormous, enormous movement. I mean, you guys, 10 years ago, you didn't hear about eating gluten-free or keto diets or all this stuff. And it's been a huge movement. And nutrigenomics is going to be the same way, guys. So you may be hearing it for the first time. And that's why your friends were so excited to share this with you. Because if you're health conscious, if your health is important to you, you'll really like what we have to share. And you really have a choice. Either be proactive about taking control of your biology by biohacking. That's what it's called. That's the term today. Biology, biohacking, taking control of this complex system. You're either doing that or you're allowing your body to be hijacked. And it's being done physically. We talked about that. Maybe your eyes, some aches and pains. Maybe it's more serious than that, but also emotionally. You hear more and more people talking about their hormones and how that's not the way it used to be, or the toxins that are out in the world today, cell phones, as I said. Either you're taking an approach to deal with that, or it's hijacking you. And for some, they are dealing with serious ailments far, far too early in life. We see this progression. And so I want you to watch
Take
this
a
video.
deep breath.
We'll explain a little bit about where we're headed.
Now gently exhale. Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a one-two punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. The engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. LifeVantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger. naturally. LifeVantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
So guys, we are so excited about nutrigenomics, the ability to have some control over oxidative stress and what's going on at a cellular level. We're so excited to be able to partake in a $500 billion behemoth of industry, right? Where we've got products that address the anti-aging world, the skincare world, the pet care world, energy, as in smart energy, and weight loss, guys. We've taken the NRF2 science, as you're going to learn here shortly, and really allowed all of our network, however they want to consume it, to take advantage of this technology. And it starts with our NRF2 synergizer called PROTANDIM. Guys, first of all, I want you to know that this product reduces oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. Guys, and once you know if you don't know what oxidative stress is, you just have to figure it out. I mean, here's what I would tell you. If you really want to know what it is, go research oxidative stress and then try to find a drug for oxidative stress. There is none. PROTANDIM is the most potent inducer of NRF2 activation in the world, and NRF2 activation is the way to get your body to produce those enzymes again, and your body can fight the oxidative stress just like it did when you were much younger. In fact, if they draw the blood of a 20-year-old and an 80-year-old, if the 80-year-old's been on PROTANDIM for 30 days, they can't tell the difference between the two when looking at the production of those enzymes and oxidative stress. Guys, it's unbelievable, to the point where the National Institute of Aging has studied PROTANDIM because of the science that we have in place, and they found PROTANDIM to extend life. To extend life, guys. There is no supplement on earth that can say that. And I think maybe the most exciting thing about PROTANDIM to me is it fits everybody's budget. It's $41 for a month's supply, guys. If you value your health, if you've ever been on a diet, if you've ever, tried to do some things to take control of the way you feel or look, you must start at the cellular level. The problem is that your cells are not doing what they used to do, which makes, are you having a hard time losing weight? Are you having a hard time recovering from your workouts? Are you having a hard time sleeping? Are you having a hard time with mental clarity? That is a cellular problem caused by oxidative stress. And you have the ability for $41 a month to reduce it, to allow your body to start to fight the battle the way it used to fight the battle. And we have so much science, guys. Look at it. I mean, this study is kind of, don't try to read all that. I think they put all that stuff on there just to make it very obvious. The amount of independent studies and research and validation is mind-blowing. Whether it's the journals themselves or the schools that have studied it, there is nothing like this product on earth. I have people tell me, I take something like that. No, you do not. It is not an antioxidant. It is not a supplement. It is an activator. It is the world's most powerful activator of NRF2 there is. And it's also been reported on television and NBC, ABC News. Guys, if you haven't seen the ABC News report, it's old. It's got some age on it, but it's an oldie but a goodie, because it's ABC News, it's John Quinones, and it's his blood. They draw his blood. He takes the product for 2 weeks. They draw his blood again, and he got the same results all of us have gotten. Not placebo. There's no placebo in blood. And guys, because of the science, because of the validation, we have patents. We have patents on this product. And as an entrepreneur, for my entrepreneurs that are out there, just know that where there's patents, there's opportunity. You know this. We took that science and we branched into a sister product for the mitochondria to help us have more energy. Guys, when you're feeling tired and run down, you don't need sugar or caffeine. Your body's not lacking sugar or caffeine. What's happening is oxidative stress is affecting your mitochondria. We are so happy that's kind of a 1-2 punch where we've got a product that helps increase your energy, your focus, and then we've got another product to help with the byproduct of all of that energy, and that is our Nerve 2 product. So super excited about this. As you can see, our ingredients, all natural, and that's what you like, right? Synthetics, no. Drugs, no. All natural, yes. We also have a probiotic. There's a big buzz right now about probiotics and gut health. We're finding out that a lot of people are on these really strict diets, these crazy diets, because of a gut issue. Like they were forced to go on these diets because of stuff not going on in the gut. The gut, guys, is where the majority of your immune system is. And most people's probiotic, as you can see in this graph, without BioTrack, which is the science behind the coatings that are on the tablets, the little pellets, without it, 96% of your money is being wasted. With it, only 40% your body is consuming. 60% of the cultures that you need are getting to the goal, into your gut. That makes this product really unique. And if that's an area that you're interested in, get the information. Omegas, also something that's becoming more and more prevalent today because of what we said earlier, the food chain that we have. It's just not the same as it used to be. You can actually track these omegas, the bottle, the ingredients to the boat the fish were caught on. We operate at a whole nother level, guys. If you're serious about your health, we've got serious products to help you improve your health. And that all leads to our Vitality Stack. It's a combination of all those products in one, super convenient packaging. And we're really excited about that stack because it's the cheapest way to get all of those products. As I mentioned, we also have our energy line, Axio. And here's our probiotic, our physique line, which the probiotic is part of. But look at this, guys. Look at those results. I love the science behind here. If you look at the reduction of abdominal fat, 254% greater reduction over placebo. Guys, it's real. These products use science. It's not a gimmick. It's not like the weight yo-yos. There's real science behind these products. Look at the skincare line. This is what happens when you reduce oxidative stress on the skin. Look at that in 60 days. That is obvious results in just 60 days. And again, using Nerve 2 activation. We have products to help our animals. They age much faster than us because they have more oxidative stress than we do. There's our full line. We love getting full free shipping. You know, I think that's what's made Amazon so amazing is the free shipping. Like sometimes I won't even order something unless it has free shipping. And so if that's important to you, we have free shipping in our packages. Get with the person that put you on here and they can show you how you can get free shipping with our packages. But just know this, you get to choose your level of biohacking. You know, maybe your level is just like, hey, you know, I'm just kind of watch what I eat, but I am interested in taking advantage of this. Guys, every one of you should start with Nerve 2. It's a no-brainer. It's $41 a month. That is where you start. No matter what you're trying to improve, whether it's your skin, it's your weight, it's your energy, whatever it is, you start with Nerve 2 and it's only $41. That is the product that has all of the studies, has the ABC prime time. But if you want more, you can do that. You can get the dual synergizer, or you can step into our Vitality Stack as a basis for biohacking, where you're covering all the main areas that you should be concerned with. And then if you want to step it up from there, you can attack, you know, issues with your skin or with your weight, or if you would like to have the smart energy drink in Axio. So there you have it. That's the product line. This is where we started from a company standpoint. Guys, we've talked about this ABC Primetime video a few times. It's just amazing that we have that kind of validation. It's ABC News, guys. We've been selling products since 2003, but not in this model. You may be saying, whoa, why haven't I heard about this? If this is so real, guys, listen. When do you think Starbucks opened? When did you have your first cup of Starbucks? Was it in the 90s? Maybe the late 90s. Starbucks opened their doors 1971. Why didn't you have any in 1971? Well, you just weren't in Seattle. You weren't in Seattle, right? You weren't around that store. And so it takes time for things to develop. And we've been around since 2003. We shifted after 2005, that investigative report. It went on the shelves of GNC. In 2009 is where we shifted gears to direct sales, word of mouth, telling your friends when you have this impact on your health, sharing that information. It is by far the best way to deliver valuable information. I mean, where did you buy your last car? Probably someone referred you. Where do you get your hair cut? Probably somebody referred you. Your favorite recipes, where did you get that? Either from your family or maybe someone referred a cookbook. Guys, listen, it's just the best way to share information. On top of all of that, we're publicly traded, guys. We are on the NASDAQ. We're not a startup. We are not a fly-by-night. We're not going anywhere. We're already doing about $200 million in revenue, which is really a baby of a company. It's a baby of a company. And as an entrepreneur, the only thing you should be worried about is this real? I think we've kind of covered that. You can dig more if you want. And, since I haven't heard about it, probably a lot of people haven't heard about it, right? Lastly, about the company, we have amazing, amazing executives running the company. And that plays into why you're hearing about it now. Things are moving much more rapidly than they ever were. We're super excited for you to get the rest of the story. Here are the countries that we're currently operating in and some of the countries we're delivering product in. So it's a good start, but it's just the tip of the iceberg, right? The scratch of the scratch. But maybe you live in these countries or know people in these countries, and we can start sharing this information and they can start taking advantage of it immediately. Our system is right in line with the way we operate today, guys. We use our cell phones to run this business. And some people say, oh, I'm technically challenged. But listen, if you forget your cell phone, it's almost like you went out of the house with no clothes on. Like everything stops, you turn around. We do everything with our cell phones. Doesn't it make sense that we would have an app that would allow you to share all this information and take advantage of the opportunity that's here? We call it the laptop lifestyle, or you can call it the cell phone lifestyle. And the app's free. You got the instructions there. You can go back and watch this recording later so that you can get that app downloaded. We also have a back office that is given to us from this company to be able to share this information. So the person that got you on here, when you're ready to order your Nerf 2 or your other biohacking products, they're going to go into their app or their back office and they're going to send you a link from their cart. And you could do the very same thing in sharing this information. That's what it looks like. And guys, listen, the facts are, yes, this is network marketing. And someone said before, hey, this sounds like one of those things. Is this one of those things? And I'm like, it absolutely is one of those things. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be interested. Because as I told you earlier, I come from a business background. I had employees. Guys, the system's broken. Listen, let's get real for a second. If you don't have 6 months of living, whatever it takes for you to live on monthly, if you don't have 6 months of that in the bank in reserves, you're broke. And 3/4 of Americans are broke. They live paycheck to paycheck. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous in a country where you can do anything you want pretty much. I mean, as long as it's legal, no one's telling you that you have to, you can't do certain things, right? Here is an opportunity, and is in the profession of network marketing. And by the way, the profession of network marketing is growing like crazy, as you can see here. Why? Because people don't have enough money. Guys, when we got into this, business was running fine, but time was crazy because there just wasn't enough time in the day anymore. And at some point, you just have to realize the path you're on is not leading where you want to go. And you just have to ask yourself that. You know where you were 5 years ago. You know where you are today. And it's not, are you making more money? The question is, are you wealthier? Are you wealthier than you were 5 years ago? Because if not, it was wasted. You wasted it. You wasted it, guys. And let's not do that. Let's work on building wealth through a system, one that's not broken, for trading hours for dollars. We'll talk about that in just a second. This graph, guys, kind of lays out what's the S curve and what some will know as a bell curve. But maybe you understand timing. Maybe you understand being early is where you want to be. Simply put, if selling typewriters was the gig, that's over. No one's using typewriters. No one's using payphones. No one's using beepers. I think about the old GPS we used to have in our cars, like, the old TomToms. I mean, no one really uses those anymore. Just about every car has a GPS, or a cell phone does, right? And so when it comes to nutrigenomics, guys, you, from a business opportunity, have enormous growth ahead of you because no one really knows about it. It's not like Facebook. It's not like Amazon. It's not like Uber, where most of the world knows about those things. Hardly anybody knows about nutrigenomics. Less people know about LifeVantage, and you are one of the small few. Now, the second part is that first part, the timing, it's in your favor. Okay, it's there for all of us to take advantage of. The second part is up to you and just who you are, your DNA, right? This thing kind of outlines what's known as, the timeline where you got innovators all the way to laggards. And all I can say about that is this, guys, I don't know what type of cell phone you use. Let's just talk about Apple. Where did you have the very first Apple phone that came out, like the first edition? I didn't. Did you have the iPhone 2? I didn't. I heard about it, but I wasn't ready to play ball. Did you have the iPhone 3? I didn't. I joined Apple at iPhone 4. I had a 4, right? I'd had enough. I'd seen enough. I'm not pitching phones. I just got tired of my phones bugging out all the time, right? And so I started with the 4. But maybe you started with the 5. Maybe you started with the iPhone 6 or 7 or 8, or maybe you just got the 10. The point is, it shows a timeline, and it's just a matter of education. But right now with nutrigenomics and LifeVantage, we're like at the iPhone 1 delivering this information. And if I knew what I knew now about Apple, I probably would have joined them a little sooner. I do enjoy their phone products. But nevertheless, guys, there is a massive opportunity in front of you, and this is how you do it. Now, listen, all of you can join us. No one listening to this cannot or does not have a budget for this. You can join us. You can put your foot in the door for $50. You can get a distributor starter kit for $50. Now, it's just a kit. I told some people this weekend, if you are a gym owner, the starter kit is kind of like maybe the building. But could you imagine opening a gym, grand opening the doors, and there's no equipment inside the gym? That would be hard to sell gym memberships. And so, yes, you can join for $50, but you really can't start a real business until you start using the products and have some products to share. Like, you got to have some equipment out for them to use, right? And so these products, guys, we have several kits. These are 2 kits that we use to really launch a business. They are our gold and platinum kits, $650 US, $1,250 US. These come with everything you need to start a business, including some of the infrastructure behind these kits that you just don't get with the other kits. But just know just know that you can start for 50 bucks. And if you really want to hustle, and I mean hustle, and you're coachable, and you'll listen to the people that brought you into this, all of you can be successful. I just think you can have better, faster success with some of these kits that's in front of you. How do we make money? We get paid weekly and we get paid monthly. We build networks of customers, and then we build networks of distributors, guys. I don't know if you know who Robert Kiyosaki is, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He puts it pretty simply, guys. I mean, he's pretty raw. I mean, he's like a paycheck. He says if you are collecting a paycheck, it's like modern slavery. And I agree. People sell their soul for a paycheck. And your boss is only paying you the minimum he can pay you and keep you happy. I don't want to get off into a tangent, guys, but rich people, wealthy people build networks. They build networks, and those networks, you know, it's not so much what you know, it's who you know. And if you don't have a big network, you need to change that. Because if your network's really small, it may mean that your net worth is really small. Because people that have big, huge networks usually have larger net worth. So there's a connection between networks and net worth. And I think you want big of both, I think. And so we get paid weekly. We get paid 30 to 40%, depending on your activity in the business and your subscriptions. That's a high commission, guys, a really, really high commission. Someone buys the product, you get paid 30 or 40% the next week. You can get profitable really quick. If 3 people sign up the way you signed up, like they get on the gold or the platinum packs, 3 people, guys. Do you know 3 people that want to be healthier? Do you know 3 people that want to make more money this year than last year? I mean, come on, that's everybody, right? Then we go over to the monthly commissions, and that's why I'm here. I didn't come here for weekly commissions. I came here because I was looking for a system, as Warren Buffett says, that would pay me when I didn't want to work anymore. Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work till you die. That is true. Most people can't catch a break. They're living for the weekend. They're living paycheck to paycheck because they work an hour, get paid an hour. That's hard to get ahead, guys. How about a system where you can share some information and get paid residually? It's called royalty commissions. You know, singers, people that are in movies, they get royalties. Well, I'm not singing and I ain't acting, but my way to get royalties was with this company. I do the work once, like, you know, they do the movie once and they do the song once and they get paid over and over and over. Guys, I'm earning money this month from people that I introduced to LifeVantage and our products 8 years ago. So when people ask me, well, how much money did you make in your first month? The answer is, I don't know, because I'm still making money from my first month. Do you wait tables? Do you cut grass? Are you still making money from the tables you waited 8 years ago? Because if it was this business, you would be, by sharing the information, just doing your job, being a person that wants to help other people, and in doing so, we get paid over and over and over. There's also a generational matching bonus. That bonus is in place to get a mentor. I call it the mentor bonus. When there's people that are doing this business, if I go help them earn money, I earn residuals or overrides based on their income. So the more money they make, the more money we make. There's elite pools that allow you to earn money based on global volume, not just your downline. That is huge, guys. And it's enormous. All right. As well as rank advancing bonuses. We have a My Life Venture program where they give us the vehicles, guys. There is a Jeep out in my garage that was given to me free, no lease. Guys, oh, there's a little secret. There's a lot of companies that do these car leases. Guys, listen, if you want to lease, you don't have to join a company to get a car lease. Because guess what? In those companies, if your production drops, you still have to pay for the lease. In our company, when you get the Jeep, it's yours. Like they give you the title, guys. We do things differently than other companies. We just simply do. And this is what it looks like when the rubber hits the road. Here's our income earnings statement. The ranks of the company are on the left column from distributor to executive master pro 10. The third column is the monthly averages of those ranks. And as you can see, we put a lot of money in the early and middle ranks of this company. If you'll look, guys, our Pro 3, Pro 4, Pro 5, Pro 6, they earn a total payout more than anybody else. The upper ranks don't get the total payout as those ranks do. We put a lot of money there, and it's life-changing money. $200 a month changes people's lives. $500 a month changes people's lives. And we, guys, have gotten people to these ranks, these Pro 2 and Pro 3 ranks, in their first month. In their very first month. Average people. My wife and I were Pro 4s, I think, in our fourth month. We were Pro 7s a little over a year in the business. And my wife and I hit the rank of Master Pro 10 a little after 4 years of being in this business. We've never done network marketing before. We thought it was silly. I was a straightforward, traditional business entrepreneur. I thought these things didn't work, but I know what doesn't work. What doesn't work is trading time for money and doing the same things over and over and over, expecting different results. That doesn't work. Fortunately, someone who loved me shared these products with me. I had skin cancer. I knew I was going to take the product. And then they put me on the phone with some people to answer my questions. And 4 years later, look at the average income. That's monthly of a Master Pro 10. And my wife and I have been Master Pro 10s for over 4 years now. It's life-changing products and a life-changing opportunity. And so somewhere on here, there's a number that interests you. Let the person know who put you on here what that number is, and let's put a business plan together. There's plenty of us here available to jump on a call or in a group chat, and we can share with you exactly what we did to get to those spots. Guys, this timeline, I won't spend much time here, but it's pretty self-explanatory. I was on that first timeline. You work 40 or 50 years to earn money, to hopefully for the last few years, whatever that is, enjoy your life. Most people are working for the weekend and hating Monday. You do know there's more heart attacks on Monday than any day of the week. That's not because people are in just love with their job and they're getting overpaid. Just the opposite. The Life Vantage option is that, you can't change the first 20 years. That's learning, growing, schooling, the whole thing. But if you'll spend a few years in this business model, maybe it's 5 years. For my wife and I, we replaced our income in 2. But what if it's 5? Is that shorter than 40 to 50? What if it takes you 10 years to replace your income? Is 10 years shorter than 40 to 50? And you don't do this full time, guys. You start part-time. You start part-time on your future while you're out paying your bills, right? But guys, it's a better option because this thing can provide you the residual income to pay for those residual bills that are going to keep coming in. We love what we do. You should never, ever trust your incomes or your future on just one income. You have multiple bills. Why not have some other incomes? And guys, this is, years ago we called this moonlighting. It's called gig economy now. People have other gigs. What do you think Uber is? Do you know the average Uber driver makes less than $300 a month? Uber built a $9 billion company on thousands of people that just needed to make $300 a month. We can do that here, and you don't have to drive strangers around in your car. And you can help a lot of people, guys. We're helping these people. These are all programs that our company contributes to. The one in the middle, Families Helping Families, it's kind of our foundation program. It's amazing. We're building homes down in Mexico and giving them away. We went down there and did that. It's a phenomenal program. You ought to see what we've done with a bunch of entrepreneurs that want to help the world in a bigger way than just their health. And so, guys, I'm so excited you've joined us tonight. I hope at a minimum, you realize that this was worth your time to get on, and thanking the person that put you on here, and that you get on Nerf 2. At a minimum, get on Nerf 2. It's cellular repair. It's not caffeine. It's not sugar. Don't expect anything to happen immediately, guys. This is repair at the cellular level. Give it 90 days. That's cheap, guys. That is cheap. And I bet you're going to find some results in those first 90 days. Ask a lot of questions. And for my entrepreneurs out there, guys, I'm just going to tell you, this is the best thing that's ever happened to my family and many other families. I did all the other stuff. I killed myself and was getting nowhere. And this is what we needed. We needed a leveraged income where we had a system that was working harder than we were working. We found it. You have found it. Now it's just up to you if you're going to take advantage of it or not. And here's the deal, guys. There's a lot of excited people, And listen, I don't know you, right? We've never met before, but my network found you. And what that simply means is this: you have a choice. You can go and share this with your network, which is what we want. That's what we want. We want you to share this with your network. Let's do this together. Let's earn some money together. That's what we want. Or you can pass and say, no, it's not for me, but I promise you, we will find your network. We found you. We will find your network. So why not share this? It's just that. You share other things. You share where you cut your hair. You share your favorite restaurants, your favorite movies. Share this information and build a residual income doing it. Why not? Why not go talk to your friends about this and share this exciting news? We hope you do, because next Monday we're going to be right here back again, 9 o'clock Eastern, probably a different face, sharing the same information. Thank you, guys. Get back with the person that invited you here. Get a pack, and let's start biohacking. See you guys later.